By the way, I'm dyeing my hair this week. I'm going lighter and I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm not gonna touch my hair because I'm growing it out. But honestly, I'm okay with this length. And I'm just ready for something new. I'm over dark brown. Hi guys! So today's video, I'm going to talk about my tan, or right now, lack thereof. I do go tanning. I live in San Diego, and currently in June, we're going through June gloom. Last month, May gray, we had no sun, period. And I like to look like I live in San Diego in the winter, not the summer, because you know our summers are totally cloudy. I also work full time, and with that being said, I don't have very much time to get out to the beach, lay out in the sun. And when I do, I burn like crazy every single time, regardless of how much sunscreen I put on. Naturally, I am quite tan. I still have some tan on from the previous spray tan that I got, but I have exfoliated since then, so I am kind of more pale, but I'm not pale than usual. I get Versus Spa tans. Versus Spa tans are my favorite just because it's super quick, super easy, and I personally like the color of it. A lot of people don't like it because they think that it turns them orange, but I think if you know how to apply it correctly and like you prep yourself correctly, you shouldn't have to worry about turning orange. At least I never have. Naturally, I am very olive, and I like Versus Spa tans because it is more olive. I've tried Mystic tans before. People have always told me if you like spray tans, try Mystic tan because you can customize the shade and tone that you get. But I don't like it. I feel as if it comes out really blotchy. I feel like it wears off blotchy, but I can't get down with Mystic tan. As for professional spray tans, like an airbrush, I've never tried it. I think I would like to try it one day, but compared to like a spray tan price, it is pretty expensive. For a Versus Spa tan, at my tanning salon, for one spray is $35. I pay for it a month, which is $80. I go 4 times a month, so for me, I think $80 is way better than paying $35 every single time. So depending on when I got my previous spray tan, I will exfoliate. I only do this about twice a month, given that I do spray tan 4 times. So every other visit, I will completely exfoliate. So when I do exfoliate before my tan, I use an exfoliating body scrub and wash. This is the coconut water, You Are Amazing Smooth It Out exfoliating body scrub and wash. It's like a shower gel with little beads in it, and it smells really good. I really like this for exfoliating whether or not I have a tan. So I feel like it leaves my skin feeling really smooth after, which is great because I feel as if some exfoliators kind of leave you rough. Also, this is super dirty because I just used it to scrub my previous self-tan on. This is just an exfoliating sponge. I go through these quite quickly. I think I have to get a new one like twice a month. I use it even when I don't get my spray tans, so it's pretty good. I wouldn't recommend using the exfoliating pads like on your face because it is very, very rough. And speaking of the face, so I do exfoliate quite frequently in my face. I exfoliate every other day when I wash my face. So my spray tan does wear off quite quickly on my face, but we'll get to that in a bit. I don't exfoliate the day of my spray tan just because my pores will already be open and I don't want all that extra gunk in my skin. I'd much rather have like a pale face and a tan body and just have to wear a deeper foundation shade than normal. And by the way, I forgot to mention it, but before I exfoliate, I will shave my legs. If you're not gonna shave, exfoliate a lot. Moving on. Sometimes, and this is a sometimes, like once a month, I will use a primer. So this is the Versus Spa brand Intensifying Primer. Honestly, I will only use this if I know that I'm short on time. Also, if I want it to look good like I have somewhere to go the next day and I want it to look super tan and super bronzy right away. I don't really like it because you have to be super careful with it. I feel like if you apply too much or not at all, your tan comes out super blotchy. If you want to take your time with it at that moment, I would recommend doing it. It does deepen your tan just a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's necessary because the longer you leave it on anyway, it's going to be deeper depending on how long you're letting it develop. But with the primer, I feel like it does come deeper faster as opposed to just letting it sit overnight or throughout the day. I see a difference in color within a few hours with the primer, rather than leaving it on for like 8 hours or overnight. Also, I do notice that with the primer, it lasts shorter than normal, which is weird because you think it would last longer with a primer, but it doesn't. Don't let it fool you. This is like a plus. Like, you don't need it, but if you want it, why not? It does work. It is effective. So I'm in the salon. I've just ordered my Versus Spa medium and I go into the booth. From there, they have what they call a blending cream. I think it's different just depending on which salon you go into. When I used to go to California Sun back home, it was like a different name, a different bottle and style, and now here in San Diego it's different, but it's the same concept, the same way. What I'll do is I will lather my hands in it. They'll tell you put it on your knees, put it on your elbows. Honestly, I don't feel it necessary, but I lather my hands in it and also my feet. So I put on a pretty good amount of the lotion just so that I get a more even tan, and I'll explain that in just a minute. They have like shoe covers almost, like you see at like the hospitals or when you go into new buildings with like new flooring and carpets. And I will cover my feet with these shoe covers, foot covers, and it covers your foot almost completely like a sock. So what I'll do is I'll tie it up in the back and I'll tie it up in the front. That way it's only covering my heel of my foot as well as my toes. And I'll apply it, the lotion, very liberally, okay? Very liberally. So I go in the booth, I've got my shower cap on, I've got my shoe caps on, and my lotion. So the steps that you go in and you take your tan is pretty self-explanatory. They've got a big sign on the wall, so if you don't understand what they're telling you, you can just follow that. There's 4 passes. To the right, to the left, the front, and the back, and then they do 4 dry passes where they just are literally drying it into your skin. Post-tan, post Versus Spa tan. While I'm in the salon, I wash my hands, okay, and they usually will have wipes. I bring wipes anyway just in case they don't have any, but they should have wipes. If not wipes, they will always have a towel for you. I wipe down my hands and I wipe down to my wrist. I usually, when I get to like my wrist and like the outsides of my hands, I'll do circular motions. That way when the tan is developed, it is blended evenly. So you've just used the blending cream, it should come out even regardless. So you forgot to use the blending cream and you didn't put on a foot cap or feet pads, you're gonna get marks. Just take a little bit of like an exfoliator or like an exfoliating wipe, and honestly you can like even it out. It's super easy, but I would rather not have markations at all. Now going home from my tan, I try to wear very loose clothing like a t-shirt, sweatshirt, some sweatpants, or like I'll even wear dresses if I'm going out for the day. That way nothing rubs on my tan, nothing's rubbing it out. Do not get wet. I will wash my hands and that is it. Even like rain, if you're in the rain, you will look like a leopard. I've done that before too. Stay out of the rain. Like as best as you possibly can. Also, like swimming, that'll ruin it. Just avoid water at all costs until you have to shower it off. Again, I wait about 8 hours and then I will shower completely. Just get it all off. Also, one thing I've noticed, even though I've used a blending cream and I washed my hands and everything, say I am wearing a dress and I like touch my face or I touch my body, I touch my legs, whatever. I have a habit of holding my hands on my thighs while I'm driving. If you don't wash your hands, if you don't wipe your hands, you will get brown palms. It's a promise. I've done it so many freaking times. You'd think I would learn by now, but I haven't. You'll get brown palms. So I like to keep, when I tan, like hand sanitizer next to me, or I'll wash my hands. Like, oh crap, I just touched my legs. I'll go wash my hands, just to avoid having like orange fingertips, because it'll happen. Generally, my spray tans will last me about a week, maybe even longer. It just depends. This probably sounds so gross, but when I take my showers after a spray tan, I don't like scrub my body. I also don't use like bar soaps and exfoliators while in the shower. If I've had like a really good workout and I like sweat a lot, then I will just shower at the gym and I will just rinse off my body, and then I'll rinse off that same night. I have sensitive skin to begin with, so I don't usually use like really harsh bar soaps and shower body washes to begin with. So it's like not a big deal that I don't when I have a spray tan either. If you do, it will pull off your spray tan. So I've heard of people who go get spray tans like 3 times a week. It's like 12 times a month. To me, it's a lot. But people who do spray tan more frequently, they are showering more frequently and using more like body washes and fragranted lotions, so their spray tan is coming off a lot more frequently and a lot more blotchy. With not using a body wash every single day, I'm not worrying about my blotchy tan. I'm not worrying about my spray tan washing off in that shower because I'm not using a body wash to get onto it. Once your tan is developed, the water is not going to hurt your spray tan. I promise. On my face though, my spray tan will tend to last 2 to 3 days. So my body's 6 to 7 days, my face 2 to 3 days. Like I said, I do exfoliate every single day, I exfoliate every other day, but I do wash my face day and night, and I do face mask 3 times a week. So that spray tan is going bye-bye on my face. So I do have makeup to accommodate to my spray tan, I guess you could say. So normally, I'm an NC 35, so let me just show you the difference in my spray tan from my body. I'm gonna swatch it on my chest since like my chest is still fairly tan. This is even after like scrubbing my spray tan off. So this is my not tan NC 35. As you can see, it's like super pale compared to my tanned body. And then what I wear now while I'm tan is an NC 42. So this is my NC 42, which is a lot more even to my body tone than normal. I'm okay with my face being lighter than my body. Like, I don't really care if it's not. And then I'll just use a brush for this side. And then this is the NC 35. Huge difference, I know. Now, I've definitely made the mistake of getting foundations that are too light for my spray tan. I used to just wear the same color all the time, spray tan or not, and then I realized I had like a Casper face and tan body. It's not a pretty look. Right now I'm wearing my NC 42 because I'm still tan, it's still there, and it matches me way better than NC 35. Also, I do wear a deeper bronzer than normal. As my tan goes along and I don't wear makeup, I will use more bronzer than you. So I hope I've answered some of your questions about spray tanning and specific versus spa spray tanning, which most tanning salons and salons do already have, which is great. I favorite for sure. Any other questions about spray tanning, just comment them down below or send them to my Instagram, Mina Marinti, and I'll answer them for you. Thank you for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram.